Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video for you all about lilac perfumes. This has been requested quite a few times over the years, but what I found is that lilac is actually quite a rare perfume note. It's not in that very many perfumes, but there are some new ones that have just come out, and I thought now's the time to do the lilac perfumes. And of course it is springtime here in London, so we are starting to see the beginnings of the lilac season, I guess, here as well. So I'm going to be taking you through all the sort of lilac perfumes that I recommend, the sort of main ones. And as always, I'll leave them linked down below in the description where you can buy these in the US, UK and Europe. If you are new to this channel, then hi, we're all about perfumes, so check out my hundreds and hundreds of other videos. And if you're regular but you haven't subscribed yet, then do hit that subscribe button and show your support. I really appreciate it. Cool, so let's get into the perfumes. So my number one lilac perfume and my top recommendation is the brand new release from Issey Miyake, and this is called A Drop de Issey. Now it's a very unusual bottle. It's like a raindrop in your hand. No, not everyone likes that, so it's not meant to be stood up, it's meant to be lying down. But here very much the main note is lilac, and lilac is quite a delicate note. If you smell a lilac in real life, it's not super strong, so it can be quite hard to capture, and in a lot of perfumes it might be there but it's being dominated by other notes and you can't really smell it. But here in A Drop de Issey, it really is the star of the show. And what's even better is that this perfume is very good for lasting. Issey Miyake tend to make really good perfumes that last a long time, last all day, and this is no exception. It's very floral, it's very pretty, it's slightly musky, which you kind of expect from a lilac perfume. It feels very classic, quintessential English garden. It's a very flowery flower, or a green flower. It's not tropical at all, and it's not rosy. It's more like an actual garden flower in the garden in this type of climate, like in the UK. It feels like something that, you know, a member of the royal family would wear, or a very like classy English lady, that type of thing, as they walk through their English country garden with meadows of lilac in, I guess. But this is definitely my top recommendation. If you want lilac perfumes, you like lilac, you should definitely get this because it is like the main lilac perfume out there at the moment, I think. So next we have a brand new release actually from Shea & Blue, which is a slightly niche perfume brand. They're a British brand and I think they're vegan and cruelty free. And this new one is called Lilacs and Gooseberries. And I think here the gooseberry is a genius combination with the lilac. They're both the type of things that you would get in a English country garden, so you really do get a bit of the sharp of the gooseberry at first, quite a green sharp note, and then the lilac really comes through, similar to the Issey Miyake. It's a good strength, it's a good flowery lilac smell, and it's slightly powdery, slightly musky as it settles down. But I've tried quite a few Shea & Blue perfumes, and I'd say that this is one of the more stronger ones because it has quite a lot of lilac in that is really building up there. But I do think that pairing it with the gooseberry is a genius idea to give it a little bit of freshness, a little bit of like sharp fruitiness, to take it away from just being super floral in the way that the Issey Miyake one is. These are very affordable as well. I'll leave the links to where you can get this down below. So I'd say it's not as heavy as the Issey Miyake one, and it's a bit fresher with the gooseberry, but it's still predominantly a lilac smelling perfume. The other main lilac perfume out there is the Gucci Guilty fragrance. So this one, you are probably most familiar with it as the sort of rectangle shaped gold bottle with the G's cut out. They've actually changed the bottle recently to be the same as the Man's, the sort of upright rectangular shaped bottle. I don't think the fragrance itself has actually changed. It's just a rebranding of the bottle. And here the main note is that lilac. There's also geranium in here, so it's quite green floral. But here there are other notes that do come through a bit, like a bit of jasmine, a bit of patchouli. There's also a peach in here. There's quite a lot of different notes in Gucci Guilty, even though the main one is that lilac. So this one is for someone who wants lilac but doesn't want it to be the only thing going on. You want some other stuff as well. I think it is fairly popular. I find the lasting power isn't amazing on Gucci Guilty. Personally, I like the Absolute version, which is totally different. It has like fruity notes in. I don't think it even has lilac in, and that lasts longer on me. But I have done a video on the different range, and I'll leave that link down below because there are so many Gucci Guilties now. So hopefully that video helps clear it up for people. And then I think the fourth sort of main lilac perfume is from Erin, the Estee Lauder brand, and they have a perfume called Lilac Path, which is very much all about the lilacs with a bit of a sort of grassy greenness underneath that comes from angelica, honeysuckle, again very English country garden, walking outside with lots and lots of different flowers and greenery and shrubbery going on outside, and then the lilacs really are the star of the show. So it's quite green, outdoorsy, very pretty, very feminine, very daytime, very delicate. I feel like all lilac perfumes to me are quite a daytime smell and probably more of a spring summer smell than a sort of deep winter smell, in my opinion, just because they're so flowery. But the Erin fragrances are beautiful. They are very pretty smells. They are quite pricey and you don't really get them discounted or on offer very much. So I'll leave the link to this one at the best price I can find, but this is probably the most expensive one I'm going to talk about in this range. You might have seen my video on the Tocca fragrances. They have one called Giulietta, which has a lot of lilac in. It also has a good amount of Lily of the Valley, and that is something I've seen quite a lot, lilac and Lily of the Valley paired together. I find Lily of the Valley very heavy and strong, and it can sometimes overtake the lilac. There's Pleasures from Estee Lauder, which has lilac and Lily of the Valley in. Same for Ideal from Guerlain. So they are lilac perfume, but they're also Lily of the Valley perfumes just as much, if not more. So you have to like Lily of the Valley. So I think those three I would include on this list, but with that caveat that they're also strong Lily of the Valley perfumes as well. And then I think the last one to mention is from Arpège, Éclat d'Arpège. This is a classic one, been around for a while, quite niche. Has quite a cool purpley bottle. And here we have the lilac and then quite a greenness. There's a green tea, wisteria, fresh blossomy scents. It's very whimsical, fresh, green lilac smell. The main note though is very much lilac. You can usually get this heavily discounted now because it is such a classic fragrance. So this is probably the most affordable in this list, along with the Gucci Guilty maybe, because you could probably get that on a good discount at a good price because it's been out for a while. So cool guys, that's it. Let me know what your favourite lilac perfume is down below in the comments. I'm sure there are others that you'd add to this list as well, so do let me know. But that's it guys, so thanks so much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video.